Hello everyone, my name is Mayur Suthar and welcome to my YouTube channel Anybody Can Code. Let's continue with the series of Python. In this tutorial, we will see exception handling in Python. So let's open a Python script in PyCharm code editor. Moreover, please get all Python scripts of tutorials from the GitHub link given in the description below. Here, I have written codes that will be explained in this tutorial. First, what is exception in Python? Exception are unexpected events that code writer does not predict while executing the program. In simple way, it's an error. Okay. First, we will see list of errors, that mean exceptions, that are available in Python's built-in module. So we are going to import Python's built-in module by using the import keyword. After import keyword, we are going to use the name of module that we want to import in this script. Okay. After that, we are going to use the built-in function name is help, and inside the function we are going to pass the built-in module that we have imported. Now I'm going to run this script and see what is the outcome. And here I'm going to scroll up a bit, and inside the built-in module there are a built-in function, that means the help function, print function, and another built-in function. A part of that exception, list of exception, and other objects that are built-ins. Okay. And now we scroll down, and here we can see the classes object. Under the object there is a base exception. Under the base exception there is an exception object, and inside the exception object there are a list of errors. Those are built-in errors. Okay. Out of them we are going to see some of them in this tutorial, and we will see how to handle the errors while writing the program. Okay. So I'm going to comment it out here first. Now moving to the error, first we are going to see the index error. So here, first we are going to define a list. Instead of list, we can give the any name like numbers. Okay. And now we have seen in previous tutorial how to in a database in the data type tutorial how to define a list. So here with using the square bracket, inside the square bracket we can put the number of values, whether it's an integer, float, or strings. All are going to accept under the list. Okay. Now we are going to print the list that we have defined, that means our list name is numbers, and I'm going to run this script and see the error. Okay, I have clicked the run, and here we can see the error name is syntax error, and after that there is a details given like the square bracket was never closed. But where is the error? So here the in this line 5, this is the my file name, and the error found in the line number 5. That means the line number 5 is here. In the line number 5, I have defined the list by starting the square bracket, but in the end, like as I mentioned, it is an unexpected event. So of course the code writer maybe missed to close the list, and that's why it is giving me a syntax error. So whenever we are while writing the program, if we are missing such kind of small errors like putting extra parentheses, or missing the parentheses, or comma, or indentation, at this moment we are going to receive a syntax error in Python. Okay. Now here we can see we have received our error in line number 5. Okay. But line number 6, that is the correct, there is no error in line number 6, but Python is going to crash the program whenever the program is going to generate an error. So that's why the Python understand the error found in the line number 5. We did not handle error in this program. That's why Python is not going to execute the code that is correct next to the error line. Okay, that means the program is going to crash, and that's why we have to handle the exceptions that we will see in this tutorial ahead. So here I'm going to close the parenthesis and run it again, and here it is going to work normal. Okay, so we have seen syntax error. Next is a name error. Okay, but name error, like okay, inside I want to use the print built-in function, and inside the built-in function I want to print ABCD, but here I'm not going to put into the quotation mark. But let's try and see the error. And yeah, here we have seen the traceback, and under the traceback we can see where is the error found in the file. So line number 10. So in the line number 10, what is the error? Error name is name error, and the information of the error is name ABCD is not defined. That is correct. So we haven't put in the quotation mark the value inside the print function. That's why it should be defined earlier to the print function. So that means the ABCD, that is kind of variable, it is not defined. That's why we have received the name error here. And here we can see here is the same. If we have written any correct code after this print function print line, after this line number 10, it is not going to execute because our program has crashed. Okay, so fine. So to resolve this, I'm going to just define ABCD, and after that I'm going to print the value defined already, and here my error has resolved. Okay, fine. Next is a zero division error. So zero division error is a very simple. We cannot divide any value by the zero because the answer is infinite. So in the Python is the same. It is not going to understand, and it is going to send the error is a zero division error. So here I have written the code is while using the print function. Inside the print function I have defined the value is a 20. It is an integer divided by 0. Now I'm going to run the code, and here I have received the traceback and error line number is 13. Yes, that is correct. And error name is zero division error, and division by 0, that is the information. So here it is like we cannot divide any value by the 0, and we are going to receive the zero division error, and the program is going to crash if we didn't handle exceptions. Okay, next is a type error. That means here I have written the 3 line of codes. In the first line, by using the print function, I am going to do arithmetic operation 5 multiply 5. In the second line, arithmetic operation between 5 is a number and a is a string. In the third line, arithmetic operation 5 addition 5. Now all the lines code are very well. Now let's run the program and see the outcome. And the outcome is we have received one outcome is 25. That means 5 multiply 5 is a 25. That is correct. After that error under the traceback line, we can see our we have received the error in line number 17. That is correct. That is okay. But what is the error? Error is a type error, and it says that unsupported operand types for addition operator, integer and string. That means Python cannot do the arithmetic operation when we are using the 2 different type of values. So first is the integer type and string. So there is not possible arithmetic operation between integer value and the string value, and it is sending the type error. That means the type whichever type we have put here, that is that Python cannot handle. Okay, and the third line, that is correct, but Python is not sending any outcome because our program has crashed at the line number 17. Okay, now move to the next line, next error. Next error is an index error. Okay, index error that we are going to see. So here I have defined one list by using the list variable, and I have given the values 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, now in the previous tutorial of data type, we have seen the how to access the value of the list. So there is we have to use the index number to access the value from the list. List indexes start from the 0. So here the value is a 1, but index is 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so here I want to see the value of first element of the list. So I need to access the list variable, and after that inside the square bracket I need to put the index number. So here I have defined the index number 0. Now I am going to run the program and see the outcome. I have received the value is a 1, that is the correct. And let's try to number 5 and run. I have received the value is a number 6, that is correct. But I want to see the number 10, and let's see whether it is working or not. So here no. So here again the traceback, and our error line number is 23, that is the print function, and the error is an index error. It says that list index out of range. That means the index that we want to print, index number 10, that is not available in the list. The element number 10 is not present in the list. That's why it is sending the index error. That means the index unable to find. Okay, so this is the index error. Next is a key error. Key error is going to work same as the list, but it is work with a dictionary. So here I have defined one variable as a dict, and after that using the curly bracket I have written the dictionary by key and value pairs. So here is a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 keys I have given. Now in the dictionary we can access the value by using the key. Okay, whether key can be possible is a number or a string. So here I have defined the number, so I will access it in the same way. So first inside the print function I have accessed my variable is a dict, and dict, after that in the square bracket I need to define a key, which value I want to print. I have to define the key of associated with that value. So here let's try to finding out the one, the key is available in our dictionary, and print it out. And here I have received an 1, that is correct. Let's try to do it 10 and check whether it is correct or not. So I'm going to run it again, and I have received the value is 10, that is correct. But can I put the key that is not available in the dictionary, for example 10, and print it out? So no, here we have received the key error is a 10. It is the same in the it is the same as the list. The index of list is not available at that time. We have received the index error, and the key not available in the dictionary. At that time we are going to receive the key error. That means it says that this key is not available in the dictionary defined. Okay, great. Now next error is file not found error. So here I'm going to try to open one file by using the open keyword. It is the function open function. Inside the open function I have put the one file name in a string format, id.txt, and I'm going to run it and see whether there is any outcome or not. So no, there is trace back again, and my error in the line number 30, that is correct. But what it says, it is the file not found error. That means the file we have tried to open id.txt, it is not available in in the directory. That's why we have received the file not found error. Okay, now next is a value error. Next is a value error. So first we are going to import built-in modules. The module name is math. It has all mathematics calculations. Now I'm going to ask the user input and convert the user input into the integer. Okay, and after that I want to print the square root of the user input value. Okay, so here I have used the print function. Inside the print function there is a string square root of here is the user input value is, and here I have done the mathematical calculation by using the math module. Inside the math module there is a square root function, and it is going to accept the argument, and argument I have used the argument that is also the user input. Now let's run the code and see the outcome. So here I need to put the number that let's say user is 100 and hit enter. After that we have received the square root of 100 is a 10. That is correct. Now let's run it again and try with a negative value -100. Okay, here we got a value error, and the error line number is 39, where we have used the print function and we have tried to find the square root of the user input value, and it said the value error math domain error. Value error, that means whenever you some value that is not a valid value, then the Python is going to send a value error. Okay, so up to now we have seen some of the errors. Now, and as I mentioned, whenever the error occurred in any line, after that line, if we have written the correct code, it is not going to execute because our program is going to crash. Now, to avoid the crashed program, how to handle it? So inside the Python there is a functionality, is called error handling, exception handling, by using the try and except. So here I have written the code, and let me comment it out and explain it. So first we are going to use the try statement. That means we are going to use the try keyword. I'm going to comment it out, print. We will get the user input in the same way. Okay, so after try we are going to print what we want to print. That means the user input. Using the user input we want to do the mathematical calculation and finding out the square root, and we want to print it. But here we have received the error, right? So here we are going to try. If the code is going to work very well, then we will see the outcome. But if the code is not going to work very well, then here is the except, and after the except there is an exception. Exception is going to work for all kind of errors. And here as E, that means we are going to use the alias of exception message, and in the next line we are going to use the print function and put the error occurred, and whatever the message coming under inside the exceptions, that means here we can see the math domain error, that is the value error is a key, and this is the value. So whatever the value coming, that we are going to print it here. Okay, and there is another code part. It is the else. So if our code is going to work very well, after the try keyword, we this else part is going to work if our code is success. If our code is fail, the exception part is going to work. And the last is finally. So Inside the finally whatever we have written, it is going to print at any cost whether our code is going to fail or success. Okay, now let's try it out. So there are four keyword: try, accept, else, and finally. There is no required to use all. We can go with a try and accept only, but here I have written the all so we can understand it completely. Now I'm going to use the same code by using the math module, and we are going to get the user input. After that we are going to handle the error by using the try and accept keyword. Okay, so let's run the code, and here we are going to ask the user input, and we are going to get the positive value is 100 and hit the enter. And here we can see the which line of code has been worked. So it is successful code. That's why we can see the square root of 100 is 10. That means it is here. Our code is successful. So that's why we can see the statement after try keyword. It is worked. Square root of 100 is 10. Okay. Now what is the 100? So 100 is whenever our code is successful, then the else the statement part with the else also going to work. So that's why we can see we have print the value of user input. It is 100, and finally, after finally we have print the hello world. It is working. That is great. That means in this successful code we can see the three line of code has been worked. One is after the try keyword, after the else keyword, after the finally keyword. Okay, but here we have used the exception. That is generally all kind of exceptions are going to handle under exceptions. But what about how can we find the name of exceptions? So here is another okay, I'm going to just copy paste and replace it here. So we are going to find a type of E and get the name of that exception's value. Okay, so I'm going to run it here, and this time we are going to get the negative value from the user and hit the enter. So here we can see the error occurred. That means the part of the block of exceptions, it is working because our code has been failed here, and the last is finally statement has been worked here. Okay, so here we can see the error occurred. After that we can see the value error. That means we have received the name of our error. Okay, but now instead of using this block except, we can use the particular error that we know very well. Okay, so here I have used the except value error that we know because it is a value error, as E, that is the abbreviation that we want to use, and we are going to print, and inside the print we can use our string, whatever we want to write a message that the user can understand. So here value error found. After that I want to type the I want to write the name of error, and after that I want to write the message. That means the value associated with the error. Now I'm going to run this code again, and here of course I'm going to use the negative value because I want to see the error message, and here is our code outcome. Our code has been successfully executed. Our program has not crashed here because we have handled the exception, we have handled the error. Okay, so here we can see the code block after try keyword, it is failure. That's why we have received the message after accept keyword, and it is the value error found. That is correct. After that we want to put the name of error, that means the value error, and after that the message under the error, that means the math domain error. And after the else keyword, whatever we want to do, that is not going to work here because our code has failed here. it is not success, but after the finally whatever we have written, that is going to print successfully. Okay, so here in this tutorial we have seen some of the error message, built-in error message, as well as we have seen the how to handle errors while writing the code so that our program is not going to crash by using the try and except keyword. Okay, hope you like the tutorial. Thank you for watching and see you in the next one. Bye bye.